What's going on? All right. So, here, let me turn the camera. You guys can see what I'm about to work on. That's right. Raptor is on the lift. And it's a perfect time to break this bad boy out. Now, I've got this guy, which is an old non-fuel heavy impact. Literally heavy. I also have this guy, which is the STUBBY, and this thing is a beast. Actually, I just picked this up at a pawn shop, 1/4 inch. So here, look at an M12. We got 1/4. We got 3/8. This is a right angle impact. This is an impact. It's not a ratchet. Then you got this 3/4. Sorry, half. I mean, so this isn't like their entire line, but honestly, on these, I probably wouldn't use the fuel. If I were to use anything, I'd use this. But ratchets, impacts, and this is the new tool-only mid-torque, right? So here, where does it say this? Is it on the back? Okay, mid-torque. So this is considered the STUBBY, and they have one that's an 18-volt version of this now. And they don't say low impact, actually, but it's like up to 220 foot-pounds of torque. Whereas this guy, let's see if they list it. It can do up to 650 foot-pounds of torque, depending on the battery you use. But ultimately, yes, this is the one I want. This is the 2962-20. So it's got a 0 at the end. So if you guys are paying attention to Obsessed Garage, 0 at the end. No battery. I have tons of batteries. This is great for tight spaces. You can see the difference. I was showing that off. Look at that. That's like, this is the guy she's, telling you not to worry about. This is you. So this one is sort of in the middle. So let's go ahead and get it open. So, here we go. Okay, STUBBY, mid-torque. Not bad. Julia, would you grab me a tape measure? Let me turn this furnace to not come on. Fast forward. I really wish you thieves would stop stealing Milwaukee shit so that we could get packaging that was sensible. 16 Band-Aids in 4 hours to be able to open a battery is ridiculous. So I'm going to set these up for size comparison with these batteries, just for the sake. Okay, so here's our lineup. This is the, come on, give me a part number, Milwaukee. It's the 2663-20. This was bought as a tool only. It's got a 6.0 on it. Front to back, 9 inches. Highest point, it's about 10 3/4. Without a battery, we are at 7 pounds, 8 pounds. I should get a digital scale. Okay. Next one. We're at 6 inches, and we're at 9. 3 inches shorter. Now, in something like this, you want it to be shorter. All right. To the height, we're at 10.5. Without a battery, we're at just at 5 pounds. 3 or so pounds lighter. All right, STUBBY. 5 inches, so an inch shorter, and it's got like 650 foot-pounds of torque. 9 1/4, 10 1/4, so an inch taller, so that's not going to probably make a difference. We're at like 3 pounds, 3.5, something like that. All right, the little 1/4 inch guy, which actually is bigger than the stubby because it's not a stubby. The stubby version is smaller, but I got this at a pawn shop for like $100, so 5 inches. It's about 8 7/8 tall. That's not bad. It's pretty small. Honestly, this is going to be best for like working inside of a truck, small tram assembly. And it's about 3.5 pounds. So that's not bad. And then this guy, we could do this. This height really shouldn't matter. So front to back, 2 7/8, which is why I bought that. 14 1/4 tall, and without the battery, it's about 4 pounds. So, I bought this specifically because I wanted a 1/2 inch. This is actually, these are pretty sweet. These SUNEX, they're universal, so you can pull this off and flip it. So you only have to carry 4 pieces in your roadside kit. And you can do, on this one, for example, it is 19 and 21 millimeter. And you just, basically, the extension goes in there, pull it out, flip it around. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this sucker around, and we're going to show it on the truck. The truck's on the lift. We're going to basically pop some lug nuts off. I'm going to have a camera girl over here operate. So we'll be right back. Okay, so these are these stupid lug nuts that have like a beauty cap on it. So we'll see how well this works. Not bad. Now that's going to be stuck in there, I'm sure. Ford in their infinite wisdom. So I'm going to have to drive that out. I love that. For giggles, I want to see how much power this right angle one has. So you see, not taking it off, so we'll go ahead and pop that out. I'll take my adapter. We'll use the big one. So you can see, that one's not even taking it out. This is a non-fuel. So now we'll go back to the mid-torque. Doesn't even care. So now I'm going to have to dry that out again. So we'll be back. So, Ford, and whoever else that does it, because I know they're not the only one, that does this genius threaded or beauty crap on their lug nuts, you guys can suck it, because that's ridiculous. Okay, so we're back onto this guy. You saw the clips that my lovely assistant, Julia, the 11 going on 17-year-old shot. So, thoughts. This thing from SUNEX Tools is awesome. I'll post a link to that. This thing is stronger than this one. So, oh, this battery is dead. Whatever. This thing is going to get, this is going to go to somebody that needs a wrench. I'll give that away. What else did I learn? Ford. Okay, let's keep a count here, Julia. Ready? Okay, so out of, Let's do math. Julie, how many lug nuts are on each side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4.
6 times 4 is 24.
24. So out of 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of those, look at this one. Cracked and loose. Cracked. Okay. These 5 all needed a slight tapping to get out. As you can see, some of them had to get destroyed to come off. So that's no fault of the impact and no fault of the sockets. I tried a different socket, it didn't make a difference. So it looks like I need to go get a whole new set of lugs for this truck, which I'll probably do something dark anyways. So again, this guy, looks like I'm gonna get a boot for it. It's a beast. It's got like 600 foot-pounds of torque, or 540, I think it said. I gotta look this up, and I'll maybe put it in the notes what this has. But there's the part number. This thing, yeah, this was great when I didn't have any money. I got it for a pretty cheap price, but I think I paid at least $150 for this, and these are $229 right now at Ohio Power Tool. So that's definitely worth it. A buddy of mine has the fuel high impact version of this, or I would have shown that to you, but I can't find it. So yeah, it's definitely a winner. So go ahead and check it out. I'll put some links in the description to that and to these flip sockets. As you can see, 21 and 19. This is 3/4 and 13/16. Flip it one side, flip it the other, and then there is a big one. And then I got a couple reducers and enlargers. So yeah, she's a beast. I like her. Check it out. Howdy, I'm back. All right, torque wrench showdown. So let's get back to this. This is my thoughts. Okay, you've seen some of the stuff I did on the truck. I'm gonna take you around and show you some things. I've posted some clips, but I'm gonna show you some more stuff. So this guy is a beast. I've got a boot on order for it. This guy, this M12, this 240 foot-pounds, this is a beast as well. And look what I got. Look what I got. This is the little STUBBY dust cover for the M12. And this thing, these are a bitch. But if you use like a petroleum-based lubricant, Armor All, a lot of times on the ones that are a bigger pain in the butt, it'll help you get it on. But if you just don't have little girly hands, it's pretty easy too. And since I've finally voided my tools warranties and used them, and my hands are a mess, I'm allowed to put the boot on. So what's the point of the boot? Well, my kids won't have to clean my tools as much. But yes, it protects it, and a lot of opinions were that it protects what you're working on too, which that's a really good point. If you're doing anywhere that you care about, the surface is getting scratched, the boots are really helpful. I also got this guy, which I told you. What can I tell you? I freaking hate the detents on these. Look at this. Look at how much wiggle. This is like, wait. Oh, wiggle. Look at that thing wiggle around. But it stays on to almost a fault. So I'm not really a fan of that detent. This detent on this 1/2 inch, I guess it's because it's bigger and you can grab it. Whereas if you don't have those little teeny girly fingers, how are you going to grab the socket? But this guy, good Lord, I need to chainsaw to open this. That's why I throw this stuff, because I get so angry. So they weren't really sure at Ohio Power Tool, because this boot is listed as a boot for 1/4 inch hex impacts. And these, I don't use these on automotive. They stay pretty clean because I don't use my tools. Somebody said over in the Milwaukee Tools group, and whoever it is, you can suck it. I do use my tools. I'm working on a truck. I'm building stuff. I'm designing stuff. I've flipped, I don't know, how many houses have we flipped? Like 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so suck it, right? I'm not showing off my shit. I'm actually giving you guys ideas. Oh, you've got a Raptor. Yeah, I bought it used. I'm smart. I let somebody else pay for depreciation, and I bought a used truck that's still worth a lot. I'm showing you guys how to make stuff. If you don't want to see it, don't watch my channel. So you can take your opinion and you can stick it where the sun don't shine. Sun don't shine. There's I voice my opinion. But these guys are going to be used for automotive type stuff and car electronics and whatnot. So I thought I would go ahead and get a boot on it. So let's see if this one's... So the rubber is pretty tough, as you can see. I'm not breaking it. Just going to town on it. And it looks like it's getting caught on the guide. I need a small... I don't know why that one needed a screwdriver. Well, because my hands are so weak because I don't actually use tools. Okay, so yes, I used a Milwaukee screwdriver to install a Milwaukee boot on a Milwaukee tool. And now you can't see the Jake Paul sticker, so I'm going to have to add another one. But look at that. There it is. So it's protected, it's booted, and it works fine. So the ones that say they're for 1/4 inch hex work just fine. So we got a boot, we got a boot, we got a boot, we got a boot. So we got the boot squad, the bootmobile. Okay. But this thing is a beast. I popped... Can you hand me those big bolts? Just one of them's fine. Keep it. All right. So the lower A-arms on the Raptor. That's a 30 and a 27 millimeter. Look at that bolt. To give you a size reference, this is what a man with a 5-inch... never mind. So there's the bolt. There's my head. There's the head of the bolt. There's my head. That's a big bolt. I didn't use a breaker bar. I didn't use anything. I popped a 1/2 inch impact rated. Yes, I used an impact rated socket on this. Put a wrench on the other side. Pop, pop, popped it loose. I did try with this. Now remember, this is 240 foot-pounds of torque. And I did try with this, and this is 240 foot-pounds of torque. And they wouldn't break it loose. So it didn't work for that, but it did work. Now that I've got the charger hooked up to this, and it's the little M12 on the tripod, you can see. Okay, so I was able to pop these guys loose, no problem, with the stubby and the right angle stubby. And I was able to pop that and that. So steering and upper, no problem, with the right angle stubby. That thing is awesome. And that can get in there. Look at that, how you would have to use extensions on that one. So win for both of those. I already love my stubby for just general around the shop stuff because it's light. It's M12. It doesn't take long to charge. You can use it. You can get a lot out of it. But that big beast had to get a bolt way down in there out. And it did it without any problems. So my general opinion, consensus, the verdict is in. Don't get a non-fuel impact. This thing's just a waste. I'm not getting on Milwaukee, but it is just a waste. Don't get that. If you need to remove like 1,200 foot-pounds of torque type bolts, don't get this either then. But get this if you want a medium weight to lightweight, because this weighs less. In fact, I've got a scale, and I did tell you that I was gonna scale some stuff. I was gonna do some scale-imications. So let's get some weights here, okay? Without a battery. 3 pounds, 8.8 ounces. 600 and some foot-pounds of torque. All right, M18. 5 pounds, 4.4 ounces. And this thing can barely break anything loose. This thing sucks in comparison. In comparison. When I bought it, I got it. Did you get that for me for like Father's Day? She got that for me like Father's Day, and you know, she didn't know. Okay. Stubby, no battery. 2.42 2 pounds, 4.2 ounces. That's awesome. That thing weighs nothing. The little 1/4 inch is 1 pound, 12 ounces, 12.5 ounces. So again, you're like a car stereo guy, or you're doing trim work inside. It's small, it's light. It's definitely the way to go. I'd argue you could use this as well. The only thing is one, it's heavier, and two, it's sort of big and bulky in the head. Okay, now you got this guy, the right angle stubby impact. It's 2 pounds, 15.4 ounces. So it's heavier than this guy. It's heavier than this guy because it's physically bigger, but it's got a ton of power. So I'm still going to say I love this. And if you're doing this on automotive work, look at this. You can hold it with 2 hands. You can two-hander. So it's a winner. Okay. We could even measure this guy. This is 1 pound, 8.9 ounces. It's not bad. It's not bad. These are great, honestly, for just general under the hood, wrenching some stuff, tight spaces, bolts you want to run in, run out. Good like that. According to this, my battery's going to die soon. Oh, I'm running out of space. I'm running out of space. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so I'll just stop chatting. How'd you like that fast forward? We're doing business. All right, so conclusion again. If you are in the market for one, get this. It's like, what is it? This thing's like $179. It's $229. $229. I'll put it in the description for you to go buy it, because you should go buy it. If you're going to buy an M18, so the stubby on this, that's 1/2 inch, is going to only have the foot-pounds of torque that this guy does. So if you want a 1/2 inch, you're going to want more than 240 foot-pounds of torque, because if you're doing stuff with 1/2 inch, you're probably doing stuff that needs more than 240 foot-pounds of torque. You can use this for lug nuts. It will work, but if one's stuck, you're going to get something else out. Whereas if you want to zip off lug nuts, use that guy. The low torque one of these, it's basically a stubby that's M18. That's all it is. Same foot-pounds of torque, M18 platform. So if you have an M18 and you don't ever plan on using M12, that one's a good one to get in replacement of this. Not this. Nutbuster, convenient. Super awesome, really freaking awesome, but not super. So I'm done with this one because I'm going to try to get this uploaded Christmas Day. So I've got to edit it, and we've got to shower and go do some family stuff. So you guys have a great Christmas. If you are seeing this on Christmas Day, I hope you had a great Christmas. There's some links in the description. Go buy some shit, and then you'll have a better Christmas. Gosh, I've got so much stuff to beep out in this one. Good Lord. Do you guys want to say goodbye to Jake's girl? Say goodbye. Say something.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
What should we do now?
You're supposed to pack out.
Pack out! Oh, so do we want to... Hold on a second. Tell you what. I lied in my last video. The winner of the crowbar. Look for a special video. It's going to be a short one. But I'm getting a special little toy right after Christmas. I'm getting it... What day is that? Like December 27th? I'm going to go into Ohio Power Tool and I'm going to buy a pretty sweet little Milwaukee tool that I probably won't use much, but I really think it's cool. And I really want to try it out. And in that video, so can you look real quick what Monday's going to be? She's going to look real quick what Monday's going to be. But, well, she looks, the 28th. So be prepared. I'm going to film it on the 28th, and I'm going to release it on the 28th. I'll clean this area up, and we'll be able to talk about this cool tool. So be prepared for the 28th.